that on a maybe every other day basis, if their anxiety level is of being retested, and they might give it to their kids, they might give it to their spouse, they might, that's the concern that they're having. So some of them are just worried that they were quarantined for the 14 days, they got through it, and then they're feeling well, but their anxiety level is concerning of giving it to somebody else just in case they got it again.
And then
So
what
it's
are you
like a
telling
second
them?
wave. Yeah, and that's what I've been working with them. And it's about 5 of them really, because from the other 22, they sounded pretty good. They didn't want any group support because they didn't have time. They thought it was a wonderful idea, but they just don't have time due to the homeschooling and dealing with the kids at home and their own stressors that they're dealing with at home right now. So the biggest question I got was the anxiety level of, I wonder if I went back out and I went to Publix and I got it again, or I touched something and I brought it back home, which is that's what I was trying to de-escalate them with and talk them through that.
Are we offering them those videos that we prepared at the very beginning? Because I had done a video about if you're test positive, what in Spanish and English. Are we offering them that or not? Orlando, are you aware of that or not?
I'm not, Dr. Michelle, I wouldn't know about that. I'm not aware of that. I think
so that's what I think we should do. So I prepared these 2 videos in Spanish and English.
Okay.
Basically saying, you're positive, what does it mean, right? What's going to happen now? And so they're 5 to 7 minute videos that I think are still, I mean, I went through them the other day. They're not, they're certainly not professionally made, but I think they're clear enough for them to feel comfortable. I've used it with our staff and they tell me, look, I feel better. Thank you so much. I watched the video. The thing is, for you to repeat the same thing 100,000 times gets tiring sometimes.
Right.
I think the first phone call could be, hi, I'm calling from, Larkin. I'm a volunteer with Team 1, and then offer the video after whatever speech you prepare. We have this video. I can send it to you, via text or whichever way. Then we also have one for kids in Spanish and English, which basically, I think the point is if you're less than 15 years old, you're probably not gonna get very sick from this. And so they need to know that, because they need to know who they need to be careful with. And it's not their little kids. The people that are gonna get sick are the older people, not the little kids. So we need to kind of make that point, because I've heard that concern is what's gonna happen to my kids? Are they gonna get it? And I said, no, they probably gave it to you.
Right.
They're not gonna get sick. And so I had my daughter do a little video on that. And then I had a kid in Spanish do it, because she speaks Spanish, but she's not that fluent. So we have a Spanish and English one. So we could share those with the group. What else do you think, Orlando? Does that sound like a good thing?
No, I think that sounds, it's working easier. I think that would be better than repeating it 100 times or 20 times to the same people and getting the video out, because that will bring a lot of ease to them. That's what I've been receiving from the other end of the phone call. Is that information piece that you just said that covers in the video. And I did see the video. So I did see it. I think it would be helpful to do that.
Okay. Did you find it helpful?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, we could always redo it. I did it early on. It was actually weeks ago, but I think the numbers are still the same. The information is still the same. So I think that's what we'll do. I think everybody's on the call now. So let's start with introductions. I'm Dr. Jack Michel, and I just introduced Orlando Castro, who's our Director of Behavioral Health Services at Larkin, Adolescent Behavioral Health Services at Larkin, with many years of experience doing that. Takes care of some of the toughest situations with kids. Particularly, we've served the kids that have been separated from their families with Chrome and all that, and he does a wonderful job with these kids. Just actually, tell them a little bit about some of the stories, how they like the Coca-Cola and all that stuff that you make them happy with.
You know what? Once they come to the contract that Dr. Michel's talking about is the OR kids, the immigrant kids that are separated from their families, and they come here and they don't want to leave the unit because they've never had Coca-Cola. So we gave them a little taste of Sprite and Coca-Cola, and they don't want to go back. So they rather stay with us. We give them good clinical care, and we also have the Miami-Dade County Public School contract here with us at the hospital.
So the issue of just for, I know obviously everybody in this group is interested in mental health and support group type of issues. Tell them a little bit about what happens with adolescents and the issues with mental health. What percentage have issues and suicide rate and all that? Because I mean, some of these things could be helpful for them and their community.
We have a 10-bed unit, crisis stabilization unit that we get, and most of our, I want to say about 70% of our kids come in with homicidal ideations and suicidal ideations. They want to either hurt somebody or hurt themselves. Very depressed, very angry. We get a lot of cutters, that they're self-harming behaviors that they're doing. And also we do get a lot of substance abuse kids that are using substance abuse that they don't even know what they're putting in their bodies with all this drugs that are coming out now, that are being manufactured. But, and so what we do is we try to incorporate the crisis with the family. We treat the crisis, and then we discharge accordingly to what their needs how we can meet their needs the best. So it's about a 3 to 5 day stay. The normal kids, the other kids are a little bit longer because they are a longer term contract. But these kids are, when all this happened, I told Dr. Michelle that I was worried it's like starting the summer again. And when summer starts, there's no stressors. So our kids have no issues. So when the school stopped, everybody was happy. But now that they've been quarantined for so long, everybody, the parents are calling me, the kids are calling me. I mean, the counselors are calling me. Everybody's calling me because everybody's is out of control right now. So all the stressors are building and building within the home. So the kids are experiencing different type of anxiety and depression because they don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know what to do. They're having struggles at school, and this virtual online seems nice, but they're struggling. It's not the same as a face-to-face teacher that they were having. And so that's a whole different wave that we've been getting, Dr. Michelle, now with the kids that we've been getting, because they're just so depressed because they can't function at home.
So, you just brought up an interesting point. I think, part of what this group ought to do is maybe, so basically we're part of group one, but we're not really group one. There's therapists, like Dr. Wendy does some of the therapy herself too, right? She has a group of people.
Yes.
So, but so the ones that are assigned to you are going to be the ones that we're going to be handling it, so that we can relieve you from it. But I think in general terms, the question is, what is the mental health aspect of coronavirus, and how is it affecting the mental health of the community, and to bring public awareness of that issue. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's usually a shooting or something happens every day. I see it on the news all the time. There's a lot of violence out there now. And and obviously we need to recognize what it is, and maybe think in terms of, community awareness. Like if you talk on the radio, or if you have the opportunity to be interviewed, to talk about that, to say this is what happens in this type of situation, and that maybe there are ways to mitigate that, right? So, okay, so thank you, Orlando. And Virginia, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Thank you.
Well, I think you
Yeah, I'm good. I'm there. Hi. So I am a lawyer and I retired. I was a trial lawyer for 33 years, and I retired December 31st. Took the month of January and went to Africa and volunteered, came back to Super Bowl stuff, and was trying to figure out what I was going to do in my retirement, and all of this hit. So I didn't really get into any retirement groove, but I like volunteering, and what I was doing in Africa was medical related. So I saw Dr. Michelle's plea, and I just sent an offer in, and it began. Right, Dr. Michelle?
That's right.
And so
the world will never be the same.
I somehow have gotten involved with all of the teams, and I'm trying to help from a helicopter view, just kind of organizing them, and kind of, it's easy when you're in the weeds to kind of forget the big picture and to see the organizational part. So I'm trying to bring, hopefully, my critically logical brain to this. And so a lot of the medicine I don't understand, a lot of the protocols I don't understand, but I'm trying to dive in and understand what I can from a layperson and from a logical standpoint and organizational. So as we kind of get this stuff up and running piece by piece, I'm trying to get the pieces to help work together and make it, I'm trying to help all of you do your work efficiently, effectively, and with as few glitches as you can. And so that's my goal. Whether we achieve it, I don't know, but so here we are. So I'm Virginia. I will be talking to all of you. Thank you for letting me join you.
Thank you, Virginia.
Well,
Michelle? I think you're muted, Michelle. Oh, there we go. Go ahead, Michelle. Let me unmute her. Michelle? Go ahead. And it keeps muting. Quantavia, let's go with you.
Hello,
Quantavia.
everyone. Yes, I am
You
Quantavia.
need to put in your name on the thing.
Sorry.
SQP makes it hard for me.
I thought it was easier. No, my name is Quantavia Pearson. I shortened it because I thought it would be easier. I am a MPH student. I am happy to join this force because I'm really excited. I actually didn't know there was a mental aspect to this, so I'm really excited to be invited to this meeting because that's a big ordeal. I don't think we take into consideration that our minds need, some kind of health as well as our bodies, but constantly, not just when we think we need mental health. I think it's a holistic approach. So I'm really excited about this too. I am a prospective medical student for St. James Medical School in May 2021. So this is a jump start to that career as well. I look forward to working with all of you, and I am done.
Thank you. Thank you. Are the other two people from your school in this call, or I don't know if they know?
I don't think so. I did send them all of the information all the way back to the Telegram app, just giving them what they need. But she's emailing me right now about everything. I think it was short notice, but I did tell her about the reoccurring meeting on Mondays.
Perfect. So let's, which one is that? Which is one of the Mondays? Which team?
I think that's for the contact
Oh,
tracing.
the contact tracing. Yeah, that's fine.
But that's very informative. That's where you learn about everything else.
Perfect. So if they want to join this one, they can. And if they want to start making calls, they can.
Okay.
That would work out good. And your school is like a psychology school, right?
It is. It's mainly psychology, but we're in public health. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Michelle? You're not muted, but we can't hear you. Must be something wrong with the phone. Okay, so let's go with Sarabjot. Is that correct? Go ahead and unmute. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. So my name is Sarabjot. I'm a medical student, and I have experience working in bioinformatics. I have received a scholarship with that. I also worked in the Cleveland Clinic. I did glioblastoma research, and I have publications in Journal of Biomedical Optics and American Transplant Congress. And I want to use these skills to best benefit the community as I can. I hope to do my best so I can be a resident soon. I really want to work hard and give back to the community. I grew up in New York City. I grew up in Brooklyn. So I want to do my best to address the populations in New York as a contact tracer as well. And I want to use my research skills in the best way possible. I have also recently been working with a Chinese company, Zhejiang Medical Tech Company. We were selling PPE, including the N95 and N95 masks for the COVID global crisis. And we assessed the production process, the quality inspection process. We used the medical grade materials. We made a 3-layered system in each mask. they had 2 picometer diameter filtration, and it was the CE certification. And then basically I helped them with the sales. So that was a good experience. And I've also have previous experience as an MCAT tutor for Kaplan and for Princeton. And I have also taught LSAT. And I hope to use my skills in the best way possible. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. Good to see you. Where are you now?
Currently, I'm in West Virginia.
West Virginia. Excellent. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm doing my electives rotations. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. Yesenia?
Hi guys, how are you? Good afternoon. My name is Yesenia Brito. I'm a second year medical student. I heard my friend messaged me the post of Dr. Michael, that whatever you post on Facebook, she share that to me. And then I was like, this is a great opportunity. Like I said, I'm a second year medical student. I was in Grenada. I go to SU, so they sent all of us back home. I'm right now here in Florida. I have done research with Mount Sinai before getting into medical school. I worked 2 years with PCP Kevin Fox, Dr. Kevin Fox. I believe you know him. So I have that experience. I also have the research experience with Mount Sinai. And I mean, it's not like what people say, this is what you sign up for. It's not like that. I feel like medicine, it makes us happy. Medicine is what we do, and I saw this opportunity and I was like, yeah, I might be a second year medical student, but a lot of people need me now, and probably this is one of the best way to give back to the community in such an early way. I mean, I'm still missing 2 years, but I believe I can learn things and help people at the same time. So yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Welcome. Welcome. Okay.
Thank you. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be in this meeting or another meeting. I got the email, but for some reason I'm in another WhatsApp group. I'm in Team 9, but.
Oh, so Team 9 is the discharge. People get discharged, but they kind of do something very similar to this, because it's also calling people that this team just calls people that are positive, not necessarily that were discharged from the hospital.
Okay. I see.
But you can be on both or one or the other. It doesn't matter. But
okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
But
So,
all right. Thank
so
you so much.
we started this. This was because we started the drive-through. So we before people started coming into the hospital, it was just people that were tested positive. And so the idea is just to call them and give them some support, and mainly keep them from spreading the virus, and also giving them some support. And so that's basically the point of it. But hopefully we'll have the app soon, and we'll be able to do some more of that. So thank you, Yesenia. There's another Yesenia Garcia, but with a J. Go ahead, Yesenia Garcia.
Hi, I'm the other Yesenia. I'm actually part of Team 9 as well. And I'm a registered nurse. I graduated in 2018, and I thought this was a great opportunity to help and give back to the community and get some experience with the medical field.
Excellent. Excellent.
And I'm excited to try and get the experience from this opportunity.
Excellent. Thank you. You're welcome to our group. Talia?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Talia Escobar. I'm originally from Miami. My family's from Colombia, but I'm a third-year medical student. I'm actually from AUA, American University of Antigua, and we were supposed to start our rotations now in April, but we got switched over to remote learning. So we're doing everything online, and I have some extra time, and of course, like all of you guys, I'm definitely super excited and happy to be able to give back to the community, especially being from Miami. So I'm excited to work with you guys, and whatever you need me to, I'm willing to do.
Welcome. Thank you for being in our group. Tan?
Hello.
Hi, Tan. Go ahead.
Hi. I'm a fourth. My name is Tanya Paul. I'm a fourth-year medical student, and I have experience in adolescent psych all the way to adult psych, and primarily I dealt with major depressive disorder all the way to schizophrenia, but here I know I'll be dealing with depression and anxiety, and so I am glad to be here and to help out.
Excellent. Excellent. Welcome to our group. And I think the only one we're missing is Michelle. I don't know if, Michelle, can you hear us? I don't seem to be able to, Michelle? We can't hear you, but hopefully you can hear us. I'm recording this meeting, so I'm going to share it. We don't have a, I guess, Virginia, we don't have a WhatsApp group for this group, right?
We don't. And then, matter of fact, I don't even have everybody's contact information because I'm trying to keep track of who's volunteering where. So I have some of you, but not all of you. And I presume, Dr. Michelle, since you sent out the invites, do you have everybody's contact information that you can send
Yeah,
me
I
a
have their
list?
email addresses. I believe they all must have gotten them today, but if you want them to put their name and number in the chat, or you want to just get it? We'll just send
I
them an
can
email.
do both. I mean, I'd like to keep track so that we know where the volunteers are, but also if we want to create a WhatsApp or a Telegram chat room so that everybody can talk to each other, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
I don't honestly.
Who's
I
on
don't even know how to do
WhatsApp?
that.
Yeah, who knows how to do WhatsApp in the group? Anybody want to volunteer?
Sure, I'll volunteer.
Okay, so Talia will create the group. So basically just call it like Larkin Team 1.
Okay.
And then just, if you go with the email that you got for this has the email for everybody. So just give them the link and then we'll all sign up for that link. And then that way you can kind of talk internally to each other. And then as new people join in, we'll just add them to that group. I found that it's kind of the easiest way just to put the Telegram. The difference between WhatsApp and Telegram is the amount of people you can have. So I think WhatsApp, you can't have more than like 1,000 people or something. But with the Telegram, you can have hundreds of thousands of people. So some groups are on Telegram, but I don't think we're going to be large enough for that. So maybe WhatsApp is easier for everybody. And it's kind of a good way to, because sometimes if we just wait for these meetings to happen, it could be a week before or email, it just takes a lot longer. So, okay, so Talia will create the WhatsApp group. Who wants to be like the coordinator lead that basically takes the referrals from Orlando, which will be the raw referrals, and then they'll be in charge of kind of distributing it among the group. Who wants to take that role?
Okay.
Anyone?
Sorry, I'll do it.
All right, Contavia, that's
Yes.
the MPH in you. All right, very good. So Contavia will base so Orlando, from now on, when you get stuff from Masha, send it first to Contavia, right?
Okay.
Hopefully between today and tomorrow, we'll come up with, actually before we do that, between today and tomorrow, let's come up with the narrative so they know what to read to the person. So it's clear. Because some of them have, mental health backgrounds and some don't. So I just want to make sure that whatever they read is, something that we all agree upon and is very consistent. And then I'll add to that, okay, you can have this YouTube video if you're Spanish speaking, another one for English. And then if you have kids, this is the one for kids. So we'll have like that prepared. So when you make these calls, it should be no more than maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And then obviously at that point, you kind of determine what direction that person is taking. If they can tell you, look, thank you so much. I really don't need anything. I'm happy with life. I'm actually going to donate blood with Team 2. Then, okay, great. You can take that person off your list. Obviously you always tell them, look, if you need anything, just let us know. So I think the other question was, are they going to be using their own phones to do this, or are we going to do a Google phone or not? I could tell you, from my experience, I call everybody using my cell phone, whether it's to give them results or to talk to them. I've never had anybody abuse it. That doesn't mean that they're not going to abuse you. They might. You never know. You always have some crazy person. But I have not had that issue. Like, I've even talked to people that were complaining about stuff. And I think, as long as you text, usually I do text. It's a lot easier. If you're comfortable doing that, that's fine. If you're not, if you'd rather not use your phone and you want to set up a Google phone, we could look into that. So just kind of let us know how you want to handle it. We're happy to do it either way. technically people really don't know where you live, or they can't really follow you. So, I mean, you could be calling from Chicago or from Miami or from anywhere in the world, they don't really know. So you can always block people if they bother you too much.
Well,
So it's not that
and two
complicated.
things, since we've signed up for Telegram on the other things, I am getting so many random text messages. And I don't know who these people are. I don't know where they're from, but just getting random text. Never had that happen on WhatsApp. I am having them on Telegram. Also, guys, we have a list of like 100 people who are wanting to volunteer. Many of them have some type of background. Many of them do not. If you find that you have the need for additional volunteers, please let me know. I can give you a list of people who have experience and some background if you need it, but I'm going to kind of stay off your back and wait for you to tell me that we're swamped, we need help. Okay?
So,
Please.
so do you, I mean, I think right now we only have 10 people in this group. So are you guys okay with Virginia maybe giving, since Quantabia is going to be kind of the one that the police for the group, giving you the people that are available, and then you can, because you know, at the end of the day, I'd rather have 100 people making one phone call than have 10 people making 10 calls, because at the end of the day, it's less work for you. Everybody gets to give back, and it's not like it's killing you, and you can still have a day job or whatever. But at the end of the day, so I think that I'm fine with doing it that way. If you know, I don't see any issue with that.
But then how does she, so I can give her this list of 100 names, and they're alphabetized, but they have a description as to who they are and what their background is. How does she contact them and say, this opportunity is available, do you want to help?
You have a phone number with each one, right?
We have a phone number or email for everybody.
Or email. So yeah, can you do you know the other two people from your school?
I do. Yes.
Why don't you take as a project for the MPH people to do
Got
this?
you.
So basically, you guys just kind of like inbound people into the group, give them the basics of what they need to do, do a little vetting. I mean, like right now we kind of met everybody,
Right.
but you try to make sure that whoever they are, you at least have some background of who they are.
Okay.
We're not doing a background check. We're not going to follow them. We're going to FBI report or anything like that. This is volunteer work. Trust me, we'll find out very quickly, because people, the first thing people do is complain even before they thank you. So we'll get some nasty something about somebody yelled at me, or they hang up the phone on me. We'll get the complaints. Trust me.
Yes.
And two other things. Many of these people were talked to several weeks ago, so they may not want to volunteer anymore.
Okay.
Or some of them we've left messages and we haven't heard back from them. So
Okay.
I don't know what the net number will be, but it would be wonderful if somebody would reach out to everybody, just so that circle is complete. And then number two, if you will let me know,
Got you.
because I can maintain my records, I can take people off, I can say they've been assigned, they've taken on work. Because when I'm asked to find volunteers, if I already know they're doing something, I won't contact them again, and I'll go to the other people. So if I can't keep track of it, then I don't know where to pick my pool from.
I'm comfortable with that. I can take on that task. Yes, ma'am.
Fabulous.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
will get it to you. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Fabia, if you want, let's you and I communicate about like something standard for the three of you say.
Okay.
And then we'll run it by Virginia too, like maybe, so that it's all the same thing, you know?
Okay.
Hi, thank you so much for volunteering for the group. You reached out to us before, you know, and if you still want to do something, you know, you can do as little as one phone call a month, or you can just do, this could be all you can do, all you do because you're home, you're bored and you have nothing else to do. And
Okay.
you want to be rewarded because you're helping people.
I can work on that. I can work on it. Yes.
I get a lot of questions about how long is the assignment for, and it really, this is, I mean, you could be here one day and you won't be there. Nobody's going to like chase you down.
Yeah.
So
Are you familiar with Google Sheets?
Yes.
So if I just send you the link to it, we will be on the same document, and that way you can just make your notes. I I can talk to you because what I do is I change it to green if they've been assigned to something and I know that I can
Okay.
pass that line up. So as long as we're consistent, we can work on the same document and
Gotcha.
that'll make it easier.
Yes, I can do that. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you. I'll share it with you.
Okay.
Perfect. And then we just had Gina Giselle join us. Hi, Gina. Can you hear us? Maybe the voice is not working. Okay, welcome, Gina. So I think everybody that, obviously, everybody that's in this meeting got that email, Quantavia, so it's just a matter of, would you rather if we call you QP or you really want to be called by your first name? What? I can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Whatever is easier. I thought QP would be easier because my name's kind of long. So whatever,
We don't want it to
Quantavia.
be easy. We kind of like you calling by your name.
No,
Quantavia.
it's okay. Go right ahead.
All right, very good. So, Gina, do you want to say anything, or Michelle? Okay, I don't have much else to talk about unless you guys have questions or comments. And anybody have any questions about what the intent of the group is, what we're doing in the group? Pretty clear, right? Talia, any questions?
I did have a question about creating the group chat. I looked through the email, but I don't have access to everybody's email. So is it okay if everybody like puts their name in the chat so I could create the group chat?
Yeah, please.
Or you guys want me to make a link?
Everybody go ahead and put your name and your
Name and number
phone
in the
number.
group chat. Yeah, because I was trying to make it now, but.
Oh, and here.
How do you do that? Oh my God.
You press on the chat. Yep.
On the chat?
Yeah, on the
Oh,
chat category. Yeah. I'm actually going to give you mine too, so that you have it.
Me too.
So we just type our email there?
Yeah, your name and your number, please.
Oh, I'm gonna put my name in.
You and I did the same thing. We put our name and then we put enter, and then it just went into the chat.
I know. We're old school, Doc. We're old school.
I know.
I did the same thing.
Oh, you don't have an excuse, girl.
Yeah, exactly.
And what is Michelle's last name?
Michelle,
you know,
her last name is iPhone. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I can see that on there. I do need to.
Guys, sorry, if you can see in the chat, I created the link. So I think that's going to be easier for you guys to click on the link and join the group chat through this link.
Okay.
Oh, it's even better.
Try if that works.
So you're saying we just copy and paste that onto a link?
Yeah, click on the link to join the one that I just put in the chat. Let me know if it works.
I've never done WhatsApp on my computer before.
So Jasenia just joined. Jasenia Brito just joined the group chat, so I think it works.
This from the computer is a little harder.
Yeah, I've never done it from here.
I put my name and number. I just don't know how to send it.
It says Larkin Team 1. Look at this.
Okay, guys. I'll add you guys anyway. Oh yeah, awesome.
Mine is not working, but okay.
Oh wait, it says download. Okay. All right. I was so
You're
close.
already in, so.
I'm in?
No, Tan, I'll tell you who's in. Tan, Dr. Mitchell, Jasenia, Trissa.
I'm in? How did I get in?
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah, see, I haven't downloaded the app.
I was in team 9. I was in team 9, so I used your number to like create the group, and then I sent the link. Because you have to have a member in the group link. So I already added you.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was saying it wasn't me.
I typed my name and number, but I don't know how to send it here.
No, I'll add you manually.
Okay, thank you.
So QP, what we'll need to do is some of these people from this group right now are in the list, and I've attended this meeting, and we'll just have to do the rest of them, and then so that we can keep track. Like I said, you won't have to call them. You know, you won't have to keep track of who's on the phone and who's at this meeting.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Very good.
Oh, I love this. This is a really nice group. It's wonderful to hear the diverse backgrounds all coming together for this common cause. Very, very nice. It's very impressive to watch.
Sorry, Virginia, I had a question. You said you were already in the group because I don't see you. Were you able to
Well, no,
join?
it came up and it said join, but unfortunately I've never done this on my computer before.
Oh,
So it's
okay, okay.
asking
All right,
me
no, I'll
to
add you.
download the,
I just wanted to see who I had to
okay.
add.
So I'm downloading the app on my computer.
Okay.
So let me see if that's happening. I am so grateful that I did multiple monitors when I set up my home/office.
What's going on?
Well, because I'm doing the download on one and I can see you guys on another one.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I thought there was a burglar coming in or something.
No.
I thought it's security cameras.
Yeah, no, nobody's been here for 7 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It's strange times.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Okay, let me see who else. I think everybody. So everybody's in. Everybody. Are you missing anybody, Talia?
Let's see.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go to my WhatsApp and just see if the group is on there. How do I see it on my phone? Because that's where I'll be using it.
On your phone. Wait, sorry, what was the question?
I'm looking for the group room in my WhatsApp.
I think you have to go directly through the link to be able to join. But I haven't added you manually. I'm looking to see who I'm missing. I think QP, you're not in the group, right? In the WhatsApp?
No, I'm still downloading the app. I've never used this app, so I have to download it to my computer and phone.
And if you connect me through my phone, do you use my cell phone or still my email?
No, your cell phone.
Okay, can I give you that?
Yeah, it's 305, right? The 305, 298, okay.
298.
Yeah, I think it's just to do it manually, I have to add everybody to my phone who I don't have and then add you guys to the group.
Got it.
So it's gonna take me a little bit, but.
Okay, no problem. And is Orlando off?
No, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. I'm stuck there.
Yeah,
How often are you getting new names?
I haven't got any new names this week. I texted Masha. We have a WhatsApp text chat, and I haven't got any new names this week. So
Okay.
she probably will be sending me some tomorrow.
All right.
Were you able to get my information? Because I mean I wrote it down, but I don't know how to send it through here.
Your number. No, I don't have your number in the chat. It's not, I don't see it.
My number is 786.
Okay, wait, let me, 786,
518-9182.
9182. All right, I'm gonna add you now.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Let us know when you're done, Talia.
Okay. Sorry guys, it's gonna take a little bit because I have to add everybody's number in my phone. So
do you think that Skype, I mean, Skype used to be the thing and I don't hear anybody using it anymore. What happened, you think?
I know.
It just couldn't support this or?
I don't, yeah, you know what? It's, I've done some TV stuff with Skype. They still use it for TV stuff. But I think this is kind of easier to use. I don't know.
I teach at the law school and I judged a trial last Saturday and we used a thing called Blue Jeans. And it looks just like this, but it was one I'd never heard of. So there's all these platforms that are clearly popping up for this, but Zoom obviously, and true to its name, just took off.
It did. It did. It did. I had barely used it before up until now, but it's funny. Yesterday we had a graduate medical education meeting where it's a quarterly meeting with all the training programs. You generally have maybe 10, 15 people show up. We're 50 people in this meeting. I'm like, oh, we should do by Zoom every time this next time. Because you have 100% participation. Everybody was in their home. They were sitting down.
Right.
Then you have to drive because normally it's they're driving, they're late. everybody's late, everybody's upset at each other. But this was like everybody was relaxing, having coffee. It was like from now on we're doing everything Zoom. Some things work out better actually.
The judges are really saying very high praises about the hearings and even all the criminal arraignments and stuff that's happening, that it's going very well. And I won't be surprised if it stays that way. Jury trials are a totally different story. That was a nightmare doing it on Zoom. I mean, they literally are like presenting evidence and holding it up to the camera, and we had jurors, and it's
So
really
the jurors have
impossible.
their own house.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
it was a mock.
I'll do jury duty now.
Yeah.
Me too. I'll do it from home.
In your shorts,
Yes.
flip flops.
I used to hate doing that because it's like you're watching a movie and then they call you and then it was crazy.
Oh, don't say that. We need jurors desperately.
I know.
Anyway, it'll be
frustrating.
interesting. You're right, to see how this settles.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Okay, guys, I think I've added everyone. Let me know if anyone is missing, but I should already have everyone in the group.
Perfect. All right, I think we're good unless anybody has any questions or anything. I think we're good to go. We'll continue to communicate via the WhatsApp group now and email. And so I think the next order would be, Orlando, send me whatever you think you're normally saying to these people.
Right.
Just kind of write it down. And then Virginia, you and I will come up with a final script. Quantabia, you're going to send me what you're going to tell people that are volunteering. And then Virginia and I and you will come up with a final one on that.
Right.
I think that's it. And then
She and I are going to work on the volunteer list, and
Right.
she's going to do it with her other interns. Contact
Yeah,
everybody.
you got 3 more. You got 3 people now.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, working out
Very
great.
good.
That's wonderful. How many
Okay.
people in your school, Quantabia? How many people in that school?
For class wise, it kind of it changes up because we're doing it online. So we could be in class with 2 people, 7 people, or 3. Right now, I'm in class with 3.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
You know what? Great. It works out for everybody.
Yes.
You get to do something fun as opposed to just.
Yes, having a
Yeah.
This came right on time.
That's good. Very
So
good.
Talia, I don't see the group on here. What am I supposed to do? On the phone app?
Virginia, you should be.
Will I get an invite, or what will happen?
Yeah, I think you get a message saying that you've been invited to the group.
Yeah, I don't have that.
All right, let me check. Let me double check.
Did anybody else get it? Or you got it on your phone, or everybody else is in, or what?
I,
Yeah, I got it on my phone.
Yeah, I got it. I got it on my phone too.
Yeah.
I just got it. Yep.
Okay, well, I don't want to hold everybody up, but I don't have it.
No, let me check.
Okay.
Make sure that I
There. Some of them are numbers.
305-298-6434.
Yes.
Okay, let me do this again.
And is everybody signed up to be a contact tracer?
Yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm signed up too.
Okay. If anybody else wants to be a contact tracer, that program is just taking off right now. Also, the app is almost done. I just got it. Thank
Okay.
you.
I see you right here.
Thank you.
All right, awesome, guys. So I
Let
look
us know
forward
if you want to
with
be.
all of you guys.
Let me just finish with one thought. So just to tell you that, don't, Virginia and I, we're doing like a bunch of stuff. So you have ideas of things that you think we could do better. Please bring them up. Today, we with this team too, we did all these plasma donations, right? So we ended up having like 40 some odd plasma from every single blood type. And I've been frustrated the last week trying to get people to the plasma. So today I was just sitting in my living room and I saw plasma support group on Facebook. So I said, you know what? Why don't I get on all these plasma support groups and let them know that we have plasma, right? And I'm sitting there playing with my daughter. So I add up all these groups, like plasma support, to like 10 groups. And I put in a little thing saying, Larkin has this plasma available. If you have anybody dying or, sick in ICU, there's hope. And we got a call from Walter Reed Hospital. with a military person, like on a ventilator, that's now going to get plasma, and someone else in California. So I was like, you gotta always listen to these crazy things that come into your mind. And I was like, wow, I'm kicking myself for not doing that a week ago. I was like, wow, why didn't I think of that? Facebook.
Awesome.
Facebook, that's the way.
And they told Dr. Munoz, I said, how did they find out about it? He says, they saw you post on Facebook. In
Nice.
Walter Reed. In Walter Reed. Crazy. But anyway, so at least we're helping somebody who served the country. So that's great.
Sir.
Very good. All right, everybody. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Love to work
Thank you
with you.
so much. Thank
Care.
you. Bye.
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 Good
Take
day,
care.
guys.
Bye.